Thanks, Lee. Welcome out to Dozer Park. And to those of you watching on MILB TV, I'm Nathan Baliva in front of our dugout, joined by reliever Zach Prendergast, who got the save yesterday. And he's thrown 3 times this year, a couple of wins and a save. And how do you feel about the way you threw last night? 3 innings, 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, I felt good coming out of the pen, had everything working. Got ahead in counts and tried to manage them as best as I could. Try to get the outs as quick as possible. Was canning up some guys and just felt good out there.
What's it been like coming out of the bullpen for you? I know it's kind of the first time for you pitching as a starter last year in Johnson City and in college, but started the year on the DL with us, now working out of the bullpen. What's been the biggest difference there for you?
Yeah, just get warm in the bullpen, really. Just trying to get the arm in shape for when you get out into the game. But yeah, it's been pretty different. Obviously, you don't have 30 minutes before the game like the starters have to get ready and everything. So that's pretty much just it. Just getting my body warm, just getting the arm loose. That's pretty much the biggest thing.
Are the days after any different? You threw 3 innings, so you're not going to be up today. You know that, but are they any different in a time maybe when you just throw 1 inning?
Yeah, I mean, 1 inning you're a little less sore than obviously if you throw 3 or 4. Yeah, that's something we'll have to manage down the stretch. Obviously, trying to get me to throw more frequently throughout the week and everything. So that'd be interesting to see how my body recovers.
A lot of the guys have been talking about the weather so far this year, but you're one of the guys on this roster that's got to be used to what we've been through so far. Growing up in Pennsylvania, going to Seton Hall, so you pitched in weather like we've had the last couple of weeks and had to feel comfortable. Did you give any of the guys that are from warmer climates any advice, or was everybody just trying to do whatever they could to stay warm?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just do whatever you can on the pen, in the dugout to just stay warm and just. Don't try to, when you get your warm-up pitches down the game, don't try to blow it out in the first couple, work your way up. Obviously, it's going to take you longer to get warm. So that's pretty much it. Just give your body time to get loose. But when it comes into the game, we're all competitors, and you don't really let the weather affect you.
A lot of continuity for you. You had Cale Johnson in Johnson City last year here as a pitching coach. So what has he done to help you in your transition from college ball at Seton Hall and now into the Cardinals organization?
Yeah, more the same from last year. Yeah, he really helped me out. Just understanding what kind of pitcher I was and how my pitches could try to, how they could be worked into the zone. He's helping me refine both my fastball and my off-speed pitches. And yeah, he's been a big help, and looking forward to working with him more throughout the season.
Down there in the bullpen during games, I know, number one, you guys are trying to stay warm, as we just mentioned, but what's that been like? Is that something, if you were a starter, you weren't really down there being part of that? And I know there could be some fun conversations going on out there, obviously watching the game, figuring out when you're going to go in and who might be up first, but what's it been like out there in the bullpen for you?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Just trying to stay locked in mentally, because you never know when your number's going to get called. Obviously, as a starter, you know a couple days in advance when you're going to start, so you can kind of get checked in that morning, whatever, and an hour before the game, you get locked in and think about the game plan and everything. But in the bullpen, it's a little different. You just kind of got to be locked in from pitch number 1, and just be ready to go when you get the call.
A lot of college guys in the rotation here, and for us, and going back and forth. Obviously, a couple that are not from America, Oviedo and Sejas, but the others all college pitchers. What was the biggest difference for you going from college to pro ball and making that transition last year, first in independent ball and then with Johnson City?
Just just attacking the zone more, because. Especially when you get up 2 strikes, the hitters are very good hitters here, obviously, compared to college, and they'll be more selective in pitch and hitters counts. So just trying to attack the zone when you need to, but don't give in, obviously. Try to just make your pitches, and really, it's all the same game. So if you just pitch your way, you'll be all right.
A couple of good catchers defensively out there, Ortega and Rodriguez for us, and they've both been very strong weapons with runners on the base paths, picking guys off last night, throwing out guys stealing. What's it been like working with those guys and getting used to how they call the game, but then knowing if the guy does get on base, pretty good chance that they're going to wipe him out there at some point.
Yeah, it's definitely nice knowing that, if you don't make a pitch, whatever, they'll have your back and they'll block the ball in the dirt, or if a guy tries to take off on you, they'll throw them out. And then on top of that they're also very good pitch callers. They have a feel of all the different types of hitters, and definitely know the flow of the game, and especially different types of pitchers we are. So yeah, they're a lot of fun to work with, and looking forward to doing more of it.
How do you guys go about that, relievers? You know, you're throwing to one of them out there in the bullpen as a starter. You're obviously throwing to the catcher you're going to pitch with, but you're throwing last night, for example, out there to Rodriguez in the bullpen. Then you come in the game, you throw to Ortega. Are they similar enough to where that doesn't matter?
Yeah, pretty much. You just got to keep the game plan as simple as possible, really. Throughout the game, we'll go up to the catchers that's playing that day and pretty much say, like, hey, man, in warm-ups I was feeling this, and you should probably call more of, sliders or curveballs compared to, your changeups or whatever, especially if the lineup has more righties or lefties, So they get the game very well. They can read the guys and everything. So just putting my trust in them, and we'll do well.
How much scouting in the league have you done? We're going to take off on a 7-day trip here tomorrow, go to Beloit first, then on to Appleton. We head out to Bowling Green and Dayton next week. Have you kind of looked ahead to see any places we're going? Is there any spot that jumps out to you that is someplace you're looking forward to getting to?
At this point, no, not really. Just kind of been focused on pretty much. We've only had one off day since the season started,
Right.
really. So just kind of been focused on the games, pretty much doing my own job. And then once we get there, I'll take in the sites. Like we did at Quad City, and just continue playing our game.
What's the game plan for the bus ride tomorrow? Are you a sleep guy? Are you a movie guy? Are you a music? What do you got going on?
Yeah, I'll probably download a couple movies on my laptop, make sure my headphones are charged, but probably catch up on some sleep.
That's the number one key. That's how it's gone. I guess the evolution of bus trips here over the last few years. You got to get those headphones charged up and block out everything else, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Bluetooth headphones come up clutch, but you got to make sure they're all charged.
Yeah, it's key. Well, actually, this year now, the new bus we've got, you can plug them in right there on the bus. So
they have outlets, which definitely help out a lot.
That's something new. Peoria Charter came through big on that one. We didn't have that last year, so it's nice to have that at the back end of the seat. So what's the game plan for you today? Just sit back and cheer on these guys because you threw 3 innings last night.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm down today, so just cheer on Sejas. Hopefully he gets a good start, and then get the bullpen guys in there, and the hitters will come around just like they have the entire year. So looking for a good, quick game.
First career save? In Pro Bowl?
I think since high school. Yeah.
Since high school? Yeah, back-to-back nights. Dobbs the night before, and you last night. So we're just racking up first here this weekend. Perfect. Well, great job last night. 5 strikeouts. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, Zach Prendergast, who got the save yesterday with 3 innings. I'll take the mic if you want. That'll work. Thank you very much. With 5 strikeouts, 3 shutout innings, and 3 hitless innings yesterday as well to get the save for Evan Guillory. He picked up the win. We had a couple of home runs last night, too. Montero went deep with a 2-run shot early, and Bryce Denton hit the grand slam in the 8th inning for the 7-1 win. As Zach and I mentioned, we're going to head off on the road tomorrow morning. We go to Beloit, Wisconsin. We'll play 4 games there against the Snappers. They haven't played a home game in quite a while because of the snow conditions. Same with this Appleton team for the Timber Rattlers as they head up to Appleton. They're going to play a series first against Clinton, then we'll be in there this weekend. So 7 straight games in the state of Wisconsin for us, 4 in Beloit, then 3 up in Appleton. Then we've got an off day next Monday. We're back home on May the 1st. We start a 6-game homestand against West Michigan, and then South Bend is in town as well. 3 games against each team in the East Western Division crossovers for that one. So back home on Tuesday, May the 1st. Part of that homestand, we'll have a Thirsty Thursday on May the 3rd, for that one, ready to go. And then May the 4th be with you that Friday night with our Star Wars night. The first of those, we'll have the jerseys ready to go. We'll have the Harrison Bader bobblehead as well, and post-game fireworks for that 6:30 start against South Bend on Friday. Then on Saturday the 5th, Hall of Fame manager Tony La Russa will be here. He'll sign autographs, throw out a first pitch as well. Post-game fireworks, that's also Kentucky Derby Day in May the 5th, so Cinco de Mayo Day as well on that one, the second game against South Bend. And then on Sunday, coming up on the 6th, which is 2 weeks from today, our next big Sunday day, that'll be a 2 o'clock start. We'll have a player poster giveaway. We'll also have all of our regular Sunday stuff like we did today, the play catch on the field. Starting at 1 o'clock, we'll have post-game run the bases and player autographs and bark in the park as well on that Sunday. So that's our next homestand coming up that'll run May 1st through May the 6th against West Michigan and South Bend. We've got a day game in there as well with the 11 o'clock start on the Wednesday game against West Michigan. For those of you watching on MILB TV, Danny Fry will continue the pregame show coming up here in just a few minutes. For those of you here in the ballpark, sit back, relax. We thank you for joining us on this Sunday here at Dozer Park.